Back with Dr. Alex Ukleja from Cone Health, Healthy Weight and Wellness, talking about weight loss and lifestyle changes. All right, so let's talk about how we deal with stress and what stress has to do with all this.
So stress plays a huge role in all of our daily lives. And unfortunately, stress then elicits us to release stress hormones, one of those being cortisol, which physiologically then impacts both our blood sugar usage and regulation. And that then drives most people to do some sort of stress eating or have a higher carb drive, which then elicits us to intake more carbohydrate, which plays a role into that insulin resistance or prediabetes most patients struggle with.
Okay, you know, everybody wants to see quick results. I mean, that's not a new thing, right? We all want to see quick results. So how quickly can someone expect to see progress on their weight loss journey through those lifestyle changes? Let's talk about realistic expectations.
Our expectations here, Tanya, are really 1 to 2 pounds per week at most. And it really is based on the engagement of the patient and how compliant they are with the changes we're trying to elicit. And what I have to remind people is if you're running a marathon, you don't remember every single step. And so to not get bogged down if one day perhaps you're not as compliant, you're making these changes so that in the long haul, this is how you live your life and you don't have to think about it as much.
Okay, all right. So what about like ways to keep us motivated? Because when we don't have that quick, result, sometimes we kind of get down and we're like, all right, I'm just going to throw in the towel.
And so there's lots of ways to keep patients motivated. What I will tell you is oftentimes we're so geared to focus on the things that we didn't do right. I know I did this, I did X, Y, or Z. Instead of realizing that there's so many changes you actually have made if you were in this situation, let's say 6 months prior before you started on this journey. And it's acknowledging those changes, which helps elicit that positive reinforcement of, oh yeah, I have done this. I have made changes and I didn't even have to think about it. That really sets patients up to be continuously engaged and motivated.
Oh yeah, because it's so much easier to be like, oh, I was so bad this weekend, instead of I have come such a long way, I can continue to do that. I get it.
Correct.
All right. So a lot of people have lost weight quickly with weight loss medications. When should someone consider a weight loss medication?
So that's a kind of tricky question just because every patient is different and some patients need weight loss medications. They are championing changing how they eat. And unfortunately, they just stay stuck. And that's where medication really comes in handy. Some patients have a lot to lose, and so making those changes gets that ball rolling while we try to figure out the insurance, the kind of behind the scenes insurance approvals. I would say if you're someone who feels like you've tried everything and you're still stuck, that is where weight loss medication really plays such a great role because it gives you the ability that you didn't have before to see that scale change.
Okay, all right. And of course, Cone Health has resources available to help people on their healthy weight and wellness journey. We appreciate your time and your expertise. If you missed any of this, you want to share it maybe with a family or a friend, we're going to have it in the To Your Wellbeing section online.